From the Superbook.com sports desk, it's 6 o'clock. I'm Jonathan Schaefer for Nashville SC. Last night's game against the Seattle Sounders at GEODIS Park couldn't have gone much better.
Now Ladero.
Good from Leal.
Leal picking his pocket and now releasing CJ Sapong over the top. Sapong has Mukhtar in the middle. It's Hani Mukhtar. All-star, all goals. Nashville lead.
Hani Mukhtar's goal in the 44th minute proved to be the game-winning goal as the boys in gold earned a 1-0 victory. With the win, Nashville moved from 7th to 3rd in the Western Conference. Only 3 points separate third place from the final playoff position. Mets defeated the Braves yesterday 7-3. Atlanta 2.5 games behind New York in the NL East. The Braves are at Washington tonight. First pitch set for 6:05. And to the Open Championship at St. Andrews, American Cameron Young has the early lead at 7 under par. Roy Foundation Repair and Waterproofing needs. Visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and the Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening? Welcome in, Jay Martin and Ramon, 104.5 The Zone. Lifted up by all Four Seasons Garage Doors in Nashville. Ramon Foster, Jonathan Schaefer are here. I'm Jason Martin at Ramon Foster at Schaefer on Sports at JMart Radio at JMart and Ramon. Coach Mack will join us later. Bleep You, Aaron Rodgers at 8.
Yep.
Could definitely use it today, I think.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I was staring into the camera with like wide eyes and everything on purpose because I knew we were on camera at that point in time. So I was just looking back, like Jim Carrey was in Ace Ventura when he was looking through the peephole. Ventura.
I was just going to say in Ace what?
Ventura. I said.
What did you say?
Nope.
Let's just say the first time he said it, he didn't say Ventura. I don't know what the hell he said.
Man, the G on my computer is not working as good as it was a little week ago. That's crazy. You ever had that happen, Jay?
The G?
Yeah, the G. I'm tapping the G.
Keyboards can. You spill something on it?
No, I didn't spill anything on it. It was my 9 was messing up when I first got it too. Now it's working. What's up, Shay?
Nothing.
Why are you this way?
Why are you this way?
No, the G. What I was. I know what you're laughing at.
So I saw
tapping it.
I saw a Jeep a few days ago. I tried to take a photo while I was driving. Not safest move. And the back of it, I was just like, do I hate this or do I respect it?
What did it say?
It was a tire cover.
Yeah.
And it just said Jeep on it, but it was upside down.
Oh, I've ranted about that one before.
So it says deer. And then there was like hunting stuff on the car.
Yeah.
Because if you turn the Jeep logo upside down, it says deer.
Yeah.
And it had like deer antlers coming off it. And I was just kind of like, I don't know if I really hate this or if I like this more than regular Jeep guy.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if this guy's mocking Jeep culture.
Yeah.
Or if he's just clad in camo and just all about hunt life.
Can't get away from himself.
Yeah.
Just like, I have a Jeep now, so because I have a Jeep, I'm going to get all the accessories. Yeah, I get that. The only thing, I know we've discussed Jeep guy before, and you know what? We'll do it again. The ones that get me, Jay, are the ones that have like the zombie survival stuff all over it. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, are you really buying it? Like, is there water in that canteen and that jug right there? Like, are you actually using that heavy duty jack that you have on the side of it?
You know the answer is no.
I know. Like, I got a big truck with big tires and wheels on it. Like, I've at least taken it off road and everything. Like, I tow with my truck. It's not just a show truck. Shafe, you need to go get some mulch for your yard? Guess what?
Bar and Moan struck.
We get I'm talking about 2 scoops, Jay. weigh that bad boy down. I'm into that. Like, that's what a truck is for. My truck right now, by the way, is filthy. Listen to me, Jay. I'm ashamed of the way the inside of my truck looks because I'm discussing, like, why. You know what I'm saying? Like Jeep guy does a whole lot of stuff, but you don't really do – I don't know if they really do what they say they do with the Jeep. You know what I'm saying? Like the big wheels, the doors are off, but are you really, like, tipping sideways through the woods of Middle Tennessee? I doubt it. What do they call them? Mall crawlers. You know, maybe my truck is a mall crawler too. I'm in the same box. But the filthiness of it right now – I'm like, am I proud of myself, or should I be ashamed at this point? Because I know your foreign car is very clean right now.
It's clean. It's not as clean as I'm used to, just because I do try to keep a jacket in there, some kind of headwear.
Yeah.
There's a few little things on one side. Right now, there's a broken golf club that I have to take to get repaired.
How'd you do that?
Just the head came off when I was at my lesson a few weeks ago on a drive.
Oh, man. What, you hit the ground that hard?
I didn't hit the ground at all.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, snap.
I actually crushed it and then gave it to my coach, Barney Allery, and he turned around and he was bending over to get a different club, and he put it into the ground.
Yeah.
He didn't even, like, put weight on it, and it just snapped right there.
Dang. Was it a fancy pair of clubs you have?
No, this is like a starter set that my dad got me when I graduated college.
So you just now getting into it.
Well, I always wanted to because I had asked for something. But, yeah, I'll eventually get custom clubs one at a time probably because they're not cheap. But as I'm trying to learn, I can learn on this set.
Oh, my. We just had another that guy dropped into the chat, too. Did you see that? I never knew this was a guy.
Hunting guy is worse than – yeah, hunting guy can be a problem.
How is hunting guy a problem, man? He's just working the land.
It's just another guy that has a bunch of different accessories, eccentrics, and knows way too much about something.
Yeah, I think it's obsessive.
It's just like me. It's coffee guy.
Obsessive
it's liquor guy. Yeah.
Obsessive.
It's the obsessive part that puts it over the edge. If you're just a person that goes out and hunts and fishes and does all that, cool. But it's the obsessiveness aspect. And Jason, I think, was right. It's just there's nothing wrong with coffee guy, but when it gets to obsessive coffee
I understand
guy,
I understand I've got a problem. I'm okay with it. I'm 43. I'm married to a beautiful woman. I've got a beautiful daughter. I'm okay where I am. I accept that this is part of me.
Yeah.
That some people are going to be irked by.
You know what? I thought hunting guy had like way too much respect. Like you talk bad about hunting guy, like you might get a bow and arrow to like the calf. You know, like Achilles talk all that stuff, but what broke him down?
I don't know what's worse, hunting / fishing guy, and more it's fishing because fishing just bores the snot out of me.
It's such an art though.
Nothing wrong with fishing.
I know. So it's fishing guy.
It just bores me to tears.
Danny, is fishing guy worse?
No, I was saying hunting fishing guy, or just wears camo all the time, no military background, doesn't hunt.
I hate those guys. I'm gonna be real.
Just all this camo everywhere. I'm like, I'm not a fan, man. Not. You can have a piece or two of camo. I'm not saying you can't. Personally, if it's me, I'm going with the black and silver or black and gray model. But like, I could tell this story.
Go ahead,
if I can remember it. When I was manager at GameStop, they sold many hunting games.
Yeah.
Almost all of them will waste some money. But they put one out that had a gun and was supposed to use motion controls with the Xbox Kinect when it first came out.
Uh-huh.
And so the guy came in and goes, see, now you can play the deer. And you can, and he's standing in front of me. This is a grown man. This grown man's like 45. I'm just standing there. I'm just like, man, I'm just trying to get a paycheck. I'm just trying to survive. And so he's just like, you can be the deer. Like, watch this. Like, you can sit there and use. And he starts like dodging and stuff. I'm like, deer don't do that, right?
No.
Like, deer don't. They run.
Oh, they run.
They run. I don't know what all. He's like, you put on this antler apparatus.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there staring at the guy like.
No way they released a game where you are actually the hunted.
He was wrong.
And it's not Halo.
He was wrong.
No.
There was no antler controller. But just watching it, I'm just like, what is this?
Now?
But random camo guy.
Yeah.
Was like, I can't see you from head down.
Can I go here real quick? Army like obsessive camo guy. Like, dude, why do you have the shield, the vest, the knee strap gun on? Like, you had your opportunity to go serve, my brother.
Yeah.
Like that guy, I don't know who's worse of those two.
Just go grab a DVD set of Band of Brothers and back off.
I went to the airsoft place down here for around Christmas time. The boys want an airsoft gun. And I'm asking the guy friend, what's a good one for some kids? You know what I'm saying? The pellet airsoft guns. It was a bunch of people in there just doing the little missions, kind of like how paintballing was in the 90s. Sure. Except now they're indoors. He was like, you should have heard how like ticked off this dude was that was running the shop that day. He's like, you ought to see these guys coming here. There's like 12 of them at a time. It's like they never serve, but you swear up and down that they're Homeland Security. He was really just ticked off by like Army camo obsessive guy. He was like, yeah, they just come in here and run the kids all out of here. I'm like, dude.
All right, so Danny explained it. I think this actually is more wide scoping, and this can get us somewhere.
Uh-oh.
As I realized.
By the way, the guy that brought up hunting guy, Danny actually said he is actually fishing guy.
Yeah, it's a crossover here.
Yeah.
But what Danny said is right. That's their whole personality. That goes for most of these kind of guys, right? Like that's all they want to talk about. Like me, yes, coffee's really important to me.
Yeah.
If you come to the house, you're going to see a lot of stuff
that's in your house.
If you want to talk to me about it, or if it becomes a topic, we can have that conversation.
Right there with
I'm not
you.
generally going to volunteer that.
Yeah.
Like, unless it's already there.
Right.
Unless there's a reason to bring it up. Like, it's not, yes, I care about it, but it's not the only thing I care about. It's like you're a car enthusiast, but you're not just going to sit around and bring that conversation up like it's the only thing that matters to you in life.
Exactly.
Like, stuff like that. But if you're a hunting guy or you're a Jeep guy or you're a fishing guy and all you have in your life is that to talk about all the time, no matter what. Well, let me take it back to this Kevlar vest that I bought last week.
Yeah.
All this, like that kind of stuff. It's like, dude, you've got to branch out. The guys that it's obsessive about almost everything in moderation, especially moderation.
Especially moderation, man. Danny said the guy wearing grunt style t-shirts that never served is the worst guy of them all. That's pretty hilarious, right there,
the dudes that walk around and go Semper Fi, brother. never.
You had your shot.
Yeah, it's like stop.
You had your shot, man.
Unless your cousin Andrew, you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, which he hates, by the way.
Yeah, he's not of the Semper Fi.
The ones that I know that was all the way in it, they were like, yeah, no, we don't really do that.
Yeah, it's just they're like, nah.
Like if you served,
they think it's more of a
long
Civ thing.
Yeah, but they don't for the most part.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
They can if they want to.
Yeah, they can, but most of the time they usually don't. And this is no crash on those, the ones that serve. It's just the ones you're like, how many years you served, buddy? Oh, didn't.
When'd you get out of Fallujah, bud? Which one's worse, the guy that didn't serve that does that, or the team is we?
Team is we? What do you mean team is we?
Man, we beat the Saints last week.
No, the first guy is.
Here's the thing with that. Everybody's going to slip into that from time to time.
Oh, I do it. I do it. I'm certainly not excusing myself from blame. I'm just saying I don't know which one's worse.
So I think it's worse with we guy if it's all the time.
All the time.
Right.
All right. Okay, Danny's dropping some gems in here right now. You see the last one? By the way, I support the Second Amendment, all of that, but that is quite hilarious. The open carry guys at Chuck E. Cheese. Like, take it easy, buddy. There's kids in here. I'm trying to win some tickets, and you're scaring the children, man. Oh, that is good right there. Chuck E. Cheese is a war zone. You're right, Caples. I've seen people show out in there. I've seen fights in Chuck E. Cheese, though. Let's be honest.
Look, I can understand to some degree making sure everybody knows, hey, leave my daughter alone.
Got it on the hip, buddy.
But mixing concealed. We're not walking around two-handing guns just like, hey.
Oh, man.
Easy over there, Private Pile. Stay away.
Private Pile. So Bruce in the chat said, big difference in Sumner County hunting and fishing truck and Brentwood.
So here's the question. I didn't expect to be talking about this, but this is what we do.
Kind of went off.
Which enthusiast drives you the most insane?
Oh, wait.
because we've got a few candidates here. We'll continue with this. Coach Mack will join us later. The tight ends list will be out later from Jeremy Fowler, so we can talk a little of that, although there certainly won't be a Titan. And Bleep You Aaron Rodgers at 8.
It's a good day today for that one.
CG got up at 12:30.
Yes.
Tried to put her back down at 3.
Did she have strobe lights?
Abby went upstairs with her because that's where she's sleeping now, and Abby just didn't return. I saw Abby when I left, and she just had a look on her face like,
this little. If she wasn't a godly woman, she'd be this little.
It was something else, man. Let's just say we have not taken a trip away from Claire Grace since she was born.
Yeah.
Until tomorrow.
It's go time.
This weekend, we are actually leaving her with
you deserve
grandparents. And
are you actually gonna pick up if they call?
Yeah, you got to.
Nah, Jay, don't get soft.
You got to.
Get soft.
What if something's wrong?
They got a lot of years of experience with children.
Which enthusiast is worse? The one that's just like way over the top, the enthusiast, especially the fake enthusiast that didn't do the thing that he's enthusiastic about. We'll be back. It's Jay Martin, Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
Jay, we're talking about that guy this morning, man.
Yeah, we are.
And we usually know that guy that's always fixing his house. I got a tip for him this morning, though. I'm telling you, they can beat the Heat with Window Nation, man. And listen to this. If they are always fix my house guy, they can save some money this time because they can save $200 off any style new window from Window Nation. Plus, they can pay nothing until 2024. They can lower the energy bills and raise the value of the home with new energy-efficient windows from Window Nation for that guy.
Yeah, so look, they did over 200,000 windows last year. That's 40 times more than the average window company. You can add number 4 to that list just because they're going to be doing mine here in the coming weeks. 96% of them require no follow-up service, and here's why. Because they measure them, and they actually are going to ensure proper fit. They actually, once everything is set up in terms of when we have our time, they've already said, look, then somebody comes out and measures before the fact. They measure morning of, I believe. They measure after the fact. They're going to make sure it's right. They're going to make sure it's properly fit because if it's not, first off, it's not worth anything, and they're going to have to do it. They told me, and this was kind of stunning, folks, over half their business is fixing what other window companies did wrong. Wow. Sometimes having to tear it down to the studs and do it completely all over again. Other thing, I've got plantation shutters that we love in our house. They're working around them. We don't have to take them down. They're going to be able to do it from the outside to where we don't even have to do that. So Window Nation just has it going on. I'm super excited to get them in and get these things fixed. Save $200 off any style window from Window Nation with every 2 you buy. Again, $200 off any style from Window Nation with every 2 you buy. No payments, no interest until 2024. Save thousands on your new windows and your energy bills, all while upgrading the look and feel of your home. And do it this way. Call them today, as I did, at 866-90-NATION. That's 866-90-NATION or online where, Ramon?
At windownation.com.
All right, I like it. So I think I figured it out. I think Celsius is good. I think we're fine here. I just can't mix it with other caffeine. Like today, this has got to kind of be it until I can drink some coffee a little later, but probably not during the show. This will give me a little bit of energy, and then I'll just drink some water. I'll be fine.
So no clear and brown liquor at the same time.
You're right. That's well done, Shafe. I'll give you some credit on that one.
That was solid. By the way, you know my term when I'm called as a hit dog or holler.
Yeah.
They are dropping some gems in this chat right now that are really throwing me for a loop, man.
See, apparently the thing that we have here in the screen where it shows all of the chat updates, it isn't working. So I haven't seen any of the updates. So I guess I'm gonna have to actually go to the chat.
But man, I see. And by the way, I love a good charcuterie board. Okay, I asked my wife to make one for the 4th of July. All right. And she didn't, but that's okay. But charcuterie board enthusiast, that's me, okay? They said I call it a Lunchable.
No, that's it. That is what it is. And guess what?
That's me.
I'm fine with it. I like Lunchables as a kid.
That's me.
Only thing now is I just don't eat the crackers.
You don't?
Yeah, now it's just the meat and the cheese. That's the keto way.
They got the quinoa, like crackers and stuff like that, though.
Yeah, but quinoa is a superfood, but quinoa is still very heavy in carbs.
Is it?
Yes.
But it's superfood. That's crazy that you can be both at the same time.
I've become, in terms of like being able to find a way around a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
Cauliflower rice and zucchini noodles. That's become the thing.
They actually sell something. By the way, we are a guy right now talking about this. They got a super green noodles at the store too. That come in the box that you can boil. That's comprised of like greens. You need to look that up. And I had it in the texture. That's the thing that gets you about those
which
zoodles.
Grocery store?
The Kroger's.
Okay.
Yeah. The Kroger's.
I heard what you said.
My wife.
That's why I went like.
What? My wife actually went into the salon yesterday. She said her stylist actually said the Sonics, and she said she laughed when she heard her say that. So yeah, I'm not the only one that says that.
Excuse me?
Yeah, but yeah, I haven't met a charcuterie enthusiast. I enjoy meats and cheese that could fit on crackers.
Yeah,
I enjoy that's a good little appetizer, right? You get that, and you have like a vegetable tray.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
And you can just hang out, and that's good. But enthusiasts this right here is prosciutto. I assume that's what it is. It's like there's 17 different kinds of meat on this tray and all sorts of stuff like that. I get it.
That's me. I'm gonna be real. We'll go to the fancy deli section. The Kroger on Main Street is the fancy one in Hendersonville. Okay, that's where we go when we go do our charcuterie board. This is so bougie. Golly, this is terrible. But they have like cheese samples out of stuff you never tried before, and I'm like, can I get a sample of that right there? Like, that's so uppity. It really is. But there's a TN Gator Bread on Twitter actually tweeted at us and said, the worst is hunting/fishing guy mixed with one upper guy. Every kill, catch, or piece of equipment you have, he's got something better or knows someone that does. Needless to say, I work with this guy. That's gotta suck. Sorry for you, Brett. That's terrible.
Barbecue enthusiast? The one that talks about his dry rub?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't care.
I am never comfortable with.
I don't want to hear about your dry rub, your wet rub. I don't want to hear about your rub in any way.
The barbecuing is an art, though. I gotta give him that.
Right, I agree.
Don't start talking about this because Bam's gonna call and be like, grilling competition.
Don't you mention? No, he's gonna be like, don't you mention? He's gonna be like, Ramon Foster, don't you mention barbecuing while you still running?
What I'm telling you is, it is an art, though. I am not running from Bam and his smoke off. Okay. Justin
cigar guy.
That's what she said.
Cigar enthusiast guy.
Cigar. I
have no problem with enjoying a cigar.
Yeah,
I think I've had maybe one in my life. I told you before, if I was the next time we're on the back porch, I would consider it if everybody was hanging out and enjoying a football game or something.
That's the one I had, was the one Ramon gave me for my birthday a couple years ago.
There you go.
By the way, Buck, he texted me this morning and said charcuterie boards absolutely slap.
Yeah, they're great. I agree.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I am a little snug. I am a little smug about it. I'll be real with you. I got to have the certain type of grapes. I need the honey with the honeycombs also. Like, that's good with
Yeah, because I want an endorsement from Buck Rising, man of the people.
When we going to get our feet down?
It just
Buck?
went full metrosexual in here.
Well, I'm trying to help Buck. Well, I ain't trying to help Buck. I'm not trying to spend his money.
I'll tell you one that just came to me, and I don't know if somebody said it. I saw a couple of words. I don't know if this is what he said, though.
What?
So, man, I used to coach X sport, and you're watching X sport with that person or just talking about it around them. They're like, I used to coach 12-year-old boys. And then they act like they know the sport better than anybody.
Yeah.
Like coach enthusiast, coach is in my past.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, I was going to make it to NFL and then my knee blew out. In middle school.
So true.
In middle school.
You didn't try it out again?
Like in 8th grade, man, I was never the same after that. But I was, they were telling me I was going to be the next. And it's never like next Michael Jordan. It's like they told me I was going to be the next Eric Snow.
Yeah.
Like they'll name somebody that's
name.
obscure, a little off the path, just so that it sounds more believable.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, bro, no one's buying this, man.
Nobody's trying to hear
Make sure
your
you got your
story.
cable set up so that you can continue to watch actual athletes on ESPN and Fox.
And stop taking whatever the commentators say and bringing it to our conversation.
Not really an athlete.
All right. Jimmy Jam on Twitter also said hiker guy. You've had those conversations before?
Look, here's the thing. I like to close and I enjoy a hike.
Yeah.
I don't really talk about it except the people I'm hiking with on that day.
Or when you get broke off
Me
from
and Abby,
hiking?
me and Abby, when we were in California before we got married, we hiked from the Hollywood sign to the Griffith Observatory. Ended up being like 7 or 8 miles. It was awesome. Hiked on a bachelor party trip last year. A lot of fun.
Yeah,
but
you did do that.
the dude that goes to REI, it's like, man, you need this carabiner over here. And you've got to go get this Camelback over here. It's like, oh, we got to check out the shoes. Let's look at the Salomons. Let's look at the High-Techs. Let's look at all these other kinds of things. It's all the equipment and
the Merrills
stuff.
alone.
I didn't mention Merrills, did I? I've seen you wear them. I'm looking out for you.
Holler.
It's because they're the most comfortable shoes I own.
Hit dog gonna holler, baby.
That's fine.
I didn't even know what Merrills
It's always
was.
like, how much of the stuff do you possess?
Yeah.
And how much of it do you feel like you're going to tell somebody they have to have or they can't do the thing that you're discussing?
Yeah.
How quickly do you leave somebody in the dust talking about something? Golf guy can get there too.
Yeah, golf guys definitely
Talking
over the
about getting his
top.
club set up and
And tries,
what he shot in the last. That's the golf game guy is right up there with my fantasy team and that guy.
Michael DeJesus said, I fish, and trust me, I love fishing, and I'll sit there and I can talk about it all day, but don't compare me to Jeep guy or hunting guy. We're built different. I didn't realize that was a thing either. Okay.
Yeah, you're killing fish instead of other animals.
I saw people in the chat talking about the one-upper guy. The one-upper guy is probably one of the worst, man. Or this is the one that kind of gets me. It's the, hey, listen to this guy. When they pull you to the side and stop, hey, listen to this. Or the my mixtape guy, like, dog, I'm not trying to hear you rap over Fruity Loops? I'm not like, nah, man, like, catch me when you blow up. Like, I am that guy. I'm a little smug. I'm very smug, Jay, about listening to people. Like, I'm like, dog, not right now, okay? Like, send it to me. I'll listen to it in my leisure, and I'm probably going to throw the CD out of the window.
Oh, I'm going to add
I'm
one.
that guy with that.
I'm going to add one here, Ramon. And you're not this guy, by the way, but you know this world.
Oh,
Travel ball dad guy.
Dude, just listening to some of that stuff, I'm like, do you hear yourself?
That's the thing.
Have you listened to yourself?
You share some of those stories, and you're not that guy, by the way. But you share some of those stories. I'm like, that's enough reason not to have children.
hey, man.
Dude, I'm worried about it, and I'm hoping she's not going to want any part of that life.
You know what? I think the universe of these sports, I've heard about volleyball, dad and mom, like girls basketball, travel, dad and mom, like boys basketball, travel, dad and mom. Like now it's even getting to the point 7-on-7 kids. Hey, or I'm going to throw this one out there for free. The flag football travel thing. I'm like, we can just do this in the community, y'all. Why are we traveling to California to do flag football? Like, these kids are like 11. No, not going. Now, I get the sport and the competition and everything, but flag football travel, not a fan of that one. Again, I'm lightly knocking it, but hey, do your thing, okay? That's what this day is today. It's Bleep You pretty much. That is a good one, D. Good. Zach Wilson
I saw that.
Is a mom enthusiast. We didn't get to discuss that too much, did we?
It's not really that much to discuss.
You see his tweet yesterday?
No.
He said, I took the boys basically to a camp in Idaho. We had bad internet service. What did I miss? He won the internet yesterday.
The only way that would have been better is if he would have went new phone. Who did?
Yeah, that's what I would have said.
Went.
Yeah. Dylan Brown says car brand enthusiast. I would say this.
What's that supposed to mean?
Back in the day, Moan, you may not remember this. I haven't seen this in a while. Schaefer's going to remember this. Maybe you will remember this, Moan.
I might.
Remember when Calvin used to pee on everything on everybody's car?
Yes.
What?
Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes.
No, I don't know that
Used to
one.
it was like Calvin would pee on things.
Yeah.
And it would be like the Ford logo. And it'd be somebody driving a Chevy truck.
Oh, the stickers?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean Calvin literally was a person and he was peeing on things. That guy just went to jail for 3 decades.
Did he really?
The real life Calvin.
Yeah, did he really? Oh, wow, I didn't know.
Calvinelli?
Oh, yeah, that guy's.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, him. Yeah.
I'm talking about
not him. R. Cali.
I'm talking about that, but to Dylan's point, he says Corvette guys mainly. Like there are people that
that's true.
Little bit. You don't need a sticker to represent the car you're already driving, right? Like, all right, so I've got an Acura, but I'm not going to put an Acura sticker on my car because it's an Acura. Like I already know it's an Acura. I don't need to let you know that I'm happy with the car I'm driving any more than just I'm in the car.
I'm in the car.
Like that's the one that I chose to buy. So we're good here.
The one that gets me though is I got a diesel. Is the ones that try to convince you that Dodge is better than Ford, or you have the conversation, is Ford better than Dodge? No, it's a great truck, but it should be a Cummins in that. I'm like, hey. Like, and then they have the sticker on there. You was power stroking when I was just like, okay, you know what's next after that. But I'm
That's what she said.
The power stroke / Cummins, like little gaff they'll say. I'll explain it off air. I don't know if I can really say it all.
I saw what Schaefer just did, and then I realized why he did it, and hate it.
Don't ask anymore.
Hate it here. Steve in Madison. Steve,
what's up, Steve?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
First time I've called the show. Love to listen to it on the way to work.
Thank you, brother.
This is in the same vein. The thing that drives me nuts is I don't like liver and onions. Can't stand it. I've probably had 80 people in my life say, "Well, you haven't had it cooked right."
Oh yeah.
I'm like, no, listen to me. I don't like it. I won't eat it. I'll eat chitlins. I've eaten anything put in front of me. Yeah. I do not eat liver. Oh, you just haven't had it cooked right.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a good way to cook liver. I'm sorry. Not a good way.
Steve, you ain't wrong, man.
That's like real.
That's like the argument of, man, socialism will work. It's just never been done right. That's why 100 million people have died from it. It's like, no. There's a common denominator between all of this, and it's that. It's like the liver here. Yes.
Liver and onions. Yes. I've had this. And the over convincing you just ain't had it cooked right. Well, you've never cooked it, number one, but you're telling me I've never had it cooked right. I just don't like it. And it's okay. It's like me. I don't like whipped cream.
I know. We've had that call, and I let it go. Yeah. It's like, it's fine. I don't agree, but it's all right.
But see, it's cool. I'm just like Steve, though.
With me, it's mayonnaise.
But see, I don't get that.
I can't stand it or anything like it.
Oh. By the way, who's really eating liver and onions, by the way? And I know there's a lot of people that do and ain't.
Chicken livers used to be pretty popular on the Golden Corral bar.
Did it?
Fried chicken livers? My parents my mom used to really enjoy that.
But it was just one of them things, just like, and they'll make it seem like the most wholesome homegrown meal you can ever. I'm like, that's livers and onion with gravy on top of it. Like, I'm good. I'll just have some chicken tenders. Like, that's where Steve is. Steve eat chitlins though. You eat chitlins?
I don't think I've ever had chitlin.
Have you, Shafe?
Never had that pull where, you know what I need today? A chitlin. I've been wrong about things I thought I wouldn't like that I waited way too long, and then you try and you're like, you know what, these aren't that bad once you get used to them a little bit. Dill pickles is one.
I've had liver and onions twice.
I used to hate them. Now I like them immensely, and they're good on the diet.
Yeah. You said what?
I've had liver and onions twice.
I've had it.
It's all right. Well, it's not something that I'm like,
tastes like it sounds.
You know what I need? I need liver and onions in my night. No,
when you got to use onions to cut the taste, then you know something's up.
No, baby.
It's very gamey. Like, I was raised in the country. Like, I've had squirrel.
I've also had deer heart too. So I mean, I
haven't had heart.
Yeah,
My stepdad used to mix pig brains with eggs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oof.
Think about that.
What's up, Hannah?
My stepdad's super country.
No, I get it. Well, look, we grew up. I mean, my mom's hometown is Horse Pasture, Virginia. And you know why they named it that?
Why?
Exactly why you think they named something Horse Pasture.
Yeah.
She lived on Moores Mill Road.
Ooh.
And I had venison.
Yeah.
I had stuff like that. Now, I never had pig brains and eggs, but
Yeah.
everybody has their weirdness. Everybody's got their weird food thing out there that just is regular to them. My mom made bologna and pickle sandwiches when I was growing up. Bologna and sweet pickle.
Sandwiches. Fire.
Bologna and sweet pickles.
Fire. With
Good.
some mustard on it.
They were good.
All right, a southern thing I haven't been able to get into. I can't do the crawfish.
You can't do crawfish?
I've never had a crawl or a fish.
Not into
You
crawfish.
never
I've had fish.
We got to do a boil then. I got the pot at the house and the burner. Is it still crawfish season?
What does crawfish taste like compared to other fish?
Like
that
shrimp.
it
And
tastes
it's,
like shrimp?
honestly, it's
Okay.
the texture of shrimp. It's a baby lobster, and you put so much seasoning and flavor in it, Jay, you be like, yeah, give me another. It ain't
You
bad.
put so much seasoning and flavor in it that you forget you're actually eating crawfish.
So that's like
the meat
coffee
is
with a
actually
bunch
good.
of cream and sugar
That's
in it, where it's like
basically
there's
it.
actually no coffee
That's
here
right.
anymore.
Yeah,
really?
that's kind of it.
That's
I
interesting.
wouldn't correlate it like that, but I'm with you.
No, I was
hear
just
you.
being a hater.
I hear
Lee,
you.
Lee in Nashville. Lee, what's up?
Hey guys, I got two. I mean, and from experience, sports related. It's softball guy
Oh yes.
that is a former baseball player in high school. This is like mid-20s for me. Coming out there with like 16 different bats, 2 different gloves. You know, eye black, everything. Just we were out there in a co-ed league. People were out there acting like they're in the damn World Series.
Yeah.
So that's one. The other one. We used to do like a beer bowling league, and you'd definitely have bowling guy that would come in there with like 3 different balls. He'd have one he would bowl first, and if he didn't get a strike, he'd whip out another one for his spare ball.
Change his wrist thing.
Oh my God! I mean, those 2 dudes are the worst people in the world.
Yeah.
Lee, that's an excellent call.
That's fair.
Softball guy
Yeah.
is terrible. Look, I got some of my best friends in the world play softball and talk about it a
Studs.
lot, man. But like, I caught my man David Reed.
Yeah.
That I would crawl over broken glass
I
to save
know.
him or anybody in his family.
That's your guy.
I caught that man in the booth Jonathan Schaefer is in, pricing $400 softball bats while doing a show with me.
Like he can't get a scholarship, is what you're saying.
He's looking at, look at this TPX 34 ounce. I'm like, dude, I don't know. Can you just mix in a $30 Easton?
Love
You're
Reed.
playing church softball, bro.
Love Reed, but he's softball guy.
He is totally softball guy.
Oh.
There's a photo of him in an old timer outfit because the softball team decided they were going to do this tie-in, so they were doing stuff like they were from 1895.
Yeah.
He looks like the saddest railroad engineer you've ever seen in your life.
We got somebody that's triggered this morning too. Jason Barnes said, I just hit the guy in front of me in traffic on purpose as soon as you mentioned travel ball guy. Hey, travel ball guy. I'm telling you, I've seen some stuff.
615-737-1045. It's that guy, but with a different twist, because we kind of figured out a lot of these guys, the reason why you dislike the guys or the gals is because of their enthusiasm and obsession for said thing that makes it not fun in many cases when it otherwise would be. So what's your answer? 615-737-1045. We got great ones coming in the chat. We'll read some of those too when we come back to J. Martin Mo 1045 The Zone.
Dang.
J Mart and Ramon 104.5 The Zone. Somebody sends us a message at J Mart. Ramon says, "So is 2,000 for an 8 and under travel baseball league not okay?"
8 and under? Oh, I just realized the age. 8?
Isn't that what 8U means?
Ooh, yeah. 8U. $2,000? Dawg, don't get me started, man. Do not get me started because I've realized that is a money grab.
I'll tell you what that is. That's a
8U?
Fred McGriff.
Boy, hell.
I've just coined something. That's a Fred McGriff. Not McGriff.
No.
McGriff.
What's the
That
drive?
is the crime dog, though.
No, baby. Golly, $2,000 just to get admission to it?
No,
That's not
baby.
even including your travel and hotel and gas and food.
I didn't
and,
want to get into Griffs.
and baseball, like bats and gloves and
Last time I really called something a grift on air, I ended up having to call and apologize for it.
no, don't do that. 2,000, golly.
Maybe because I was specific. I was too dumb to realize I had to keep it vague.
Oh,
Basically, let's just say it this way. Tow truck industry,
mm-hmm.
one of the biggest grifts on earth.
So, tow trucking. Hey, the biggest one to me is the boot.
Yeah, that's not good either.
I hate the boot, man. That sucks.
I've never had the boot on a car, thank you.
Dang, I've had a boot on mine.
I know
This is the
you
guy
have.
who still hasn't paid his parking ticket.
Hey.
Wing
No open
enthusiast guy?
warrants? Wing enthusiast guy. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I know it's a thing. Where does that rank?
That ain't super high because some people that's what they eat. Like people sometimes only want to eat pizza and wings all the time. Like their diet just all bad like that. Dang, and by the way, crawfish season is over. We can't do it. Dang, that was quick. We missed out, y'all.
Brett Batchelor, our colleague here at the Zone, worst type of golf guys are the ones who are terrible and then come and try to give you tips about your golf game. Like Brett played in college. My coach, I'm going to listen to him. I got a guy in my Sunday school class that played SEC golf. Like
Yeah.
when I showed them a video just to say, hey, what do you think of my swing? I'm
Yeah.
doing that for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, oh, because they can show me something. But what I've stopped doing, because I did it a few times, hey, let me show you real quick. Because hey, how's your lessons going? Oh, let me show you. Yeah, well, you need to choke down on that about a half inch, step back, half step, quarter turn. You need to turn your body a little bit more over to here. If you cock your head a certain type of way, and actually you need to point your hat about 13 degrees to the left, then your balance will be where it is.
And don't twist
I've never
your
seen
wrist.
this guy play. I've never seen him hold a golf club before.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for your advice.
Like, I'm physically in pain just hearing that. That instantly makes me want to be violent.
Like, I didn't
Yes,
ask. Like
indeed.
you asked me how things were going. I was like, oh, well, let me just show you my swing real quick. It's easier than me trying to explain.
Yeah.
Here's an 8-second clip real quick. Just to show you, hey, yeah, here it is. I don't need the rest of this.
Right.
None of that. David in Lebanon. David, what's up?
Hey, guys, listening to all these people talk about big money and everything they're spending on their kids, and it sounds like to me that these dads are living their glory days through
Oh,
their
yeah.
kids, and it's a shame.
Oh, yeah.
Son, I can remember back when I used to hit 900 home runs, and I don't care that you're the size of a broomstick. You can do the same thing, too.
Yeah, when I hit 900 home runs, I didn't tell you it was T-ball and it was first grade.
Yeah.
That's right, David.
David got
Uncle Rico.
that's the only call he making today is to complain about travel ball dad. I'm with him, man.
That caller just made me.
It's not wrong.
You hear him? He sound like Hank Hill too when he
Now,
was
please
talking.
no, that's not all travel ball people.
No.
But there are
Yeah.
some.
2,000 for 8U. Dog, man, you better go to the park.
Here's one that gets on my nerves. Salt Life guy.
Salt, yeah.
You got that sticker. You live in Minnesota. You're not Salt Life guy because you went to the beach once every 5 years.
Yeah, like you getting the sticker just because you saw other people have it. Like you really don't live this life, okay?
Yeah, do you even know what the Salt Life is? It's not what you're
Goodness.
seasoning your meat with.
Yeah, like stop, man.
I know, Schaefer. I didn't mean it.
The back in my day guys is one. I see guys all the time on social media. I vowed never to be that guy to post my old stuff. Like I'm not into reposting. Like that's over and done with. Like I don't want to see your high school clips. I don't want to even see your recent NFL clips. Like, dude, we get it. I know. I followed you for a lot of years. I'm over that. Let that go, guy. Like we on different stuff. We don't need jailhouse snacks
That's right.
and memories no more.
That's right.
Like we are adults out
Earlier
here.
this week, I'm driving into work. 4-door Jeep guy, so the big Jeep.
Yeah.
No doors at all. Just heading on down the road.
Yeah.
And I'm going, dude, it is way too early to be dealing with this.
I bet I know where his foot was at. Hanging.
Outside the Jeep.
I know where my foot
I bet
was about to be.
I bet there was not a sandal to be found either. Barefoot.
I just went, bro, it is too early for this nonsense.
Yeti cooler guy.
Well, there's a difference between having a Yeti cooler.
Having stickers all over your car to represent a company that sells coolers and
Yes.
cups.
Yeti obsessive
They send,
guy.
look, every time you buy, and they know these guys exist because every time you buy a Yeti, we all know this.
Yeah.
If you get them ordered, they send you 10 Yeti stickers.
Yeah.
They're just the logo in different colors to make sure everything you got,
Yeah.
there's something that will coordinate with it.
I'm gonna throw
Don't be that guy.
I'm gonna throw under the bus just because me and my wife both Yeti cup people.
Yeah, so are we. We love them.
I'm terrible. I actually gave 2 away to my niece yesterday. I was like, here you go. I ain't gonna use all these. Like,
I was at a friend's house a few weeks ago, and their entire cabinet, they had like 20 of them. That's what they used to entertain with. They
Is
give
it
people
really?
Yetis to entertain with and things like that.
Wow.
And they ended up giving me like 3 blender bottles because they had so many of those. And I was like, good, we needed a couple. But yeah, like I could always buy another Yeti. Always.
Yeah.
Always. There's always a reason.
And they keep dropping these colors.
But
and
there is no space in the home for these monstrosities. Like you just can't go there.
Is 38 guy in this same conversation Salt Life?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, I have a few
Sticker?
38 stickers at home. We just
Yeah.
have them on the refrigerator because we enjoy going. But, I mean, we know we're not those people. That's a special thing.
38 guys seem to have calmed down a little bit over the
Yeah, I don't
past
see
year.
a lot of that
it's getting
lately.
overcrowded now.
Yeah,
That's why.
The 30A thing has calmed down a bit.
I didn't realize this was still a guy, Dylan. Red Bull guy?
Red Bull guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was more like 10 years ago.
Yeah, that was about 10 years
Monster
ago.
Energy guy?
Yeah, that had a run.
Yeah,
That was idiocracy. 615-737-1045. Chris has got a suggestion. We'll do that after the top of the hour headlines. Also, Lamar Jackson going in on Bernard Pollard over things that Bernard said that might not have been entirely false.
But Lamar had
But Lamar
time.
didn't care.
These young dudes, don't argue with them. It got ugly.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. And again, you're the enthusiast that drives you insane. And if it's you and you drive you insane, all the better. That makes it even sweeter. It's Jay Martin, Ramon 104.5 The Zone.
Is the summertime heat causing you to lose your cool? Well, let me tell you this. Don't let a broken down or older HVAC unit keep you from being comfortable in your home. I promise you that is the worst. Don't go down that road. Don't even think about it. Don't try it. Pass, go, collect your money, and stay at home, okay? But it's me, Ramon Foster, and I have the heating and cooling company that can take care of all of your HVAC needs, and they are Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. They offer free service calls with their repairs, plus low monthly payments on those repairs, too. And if you do need a new unit, Spring Hill Heating and Cooling offers 60 months, no interest financing. Plus, they can provide the financing for your qualifying purchase and free estimates on replacement units. They also back their work with 10-year parts and labor warranties. So when the summer is at its hottest, they are at their best. Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, available anytime at springhillac.com.
From the Superbook.com sports desk, it's 7:02. I'm Jonathan Schaefer for Nashville SC. Last night's game against the Seattle Sounders at GEODIS Park really couldn't have gone much better.
Now Ladero. Good from Leal. Leal picking his pocket and now releasing CJ Sapong over the top. Sapong has Mukhtar in the middle. It's Hani Mukhtar. All-star. All goals. Nashville lead.
It really was a stunning sequence. Hani Mukhtar's goal in the 44th minute proved to be the game-winning goal as the boys in gold earned a 1-0 victory. With the win, Nashville moved from 7th to 3rd place in the Western Conference. Only 3 points separate third place from the final playoff position, that is 7th place. Mets defeated the Braves 7-3. Atlanta 2.5 games behind New York in the NL East. The Braves at Washington tonight. First pitch set for 6:05. And the Open Championship, the British Open, begins today. American Cameron Young has the early lead at 7 under at St. Andrews. That is a 3-shot lead. Ronnie Foundation